I played the first Streets of Rage when I was around 12. Me and my brother had bought a Mega Drive, or Genesis as it was called in the US, for Christmas, and one of my school friends came round with a copy of Streets of Rage. I thought it was pretty good, but I had serious SNES envy after playing Final Fight, and Streets of Rage looked pretty basic to me on the Mega Drive. Fast forward to Streets of Rage 2, and that was the best scrolling brawler I had ever played. Me and my brother sank so many hours into it. It was brilliant for two-player co-op, and we were playing it for years. I remember coming home from university once and me and my brother decided to give it a go just for fun. Now, decades later, Streets of Rage 4 is out, and I've been playing it with my kids, and it is just awesome. It's been such a great experience playing it with my kids, and even though we're having the same arguments I used to have with my brother about who gets the chicken and who gets the apple, we've still enjoyed it immensely. For people that aren't aware of the game, Streets of Rage 4 is a beat-em-up where you travel through the level taking on hordes of enemies to eventually reach the end level boss. You play as one of 4 characters, although you unlock other characters as you play, and you need to take down the Y siblings, who are the children of Mr. X, the antagonist of the earlier Streets of Rage games. The gameplay involves punching, grabbing, throwing, and using special moves to take down the bad guys. The controls are straightforward to get to grips with. Even my 8-year-old son was able to pull off moves at will, and there were levels he lasted longer than his older brother. It's actually a pretty tough game, or at least I thought it was tough, but in a way that's fair and manageable. It keeps you on your toes, and you have to stay focused, and as long as you do that, it can be beaten. Playing on standard mode, you have 3 lives, and when you lose your lives on a level, you're done. But if the rest of your team beat the level, then you come back for the next level. If you play arcade mode, however, you have 3 lives to try and finish the whole game, which me and my kids are definitely not cut out for. The graphics look superb, as was the music, particularly for the fight against the level 6 boss Shiva. I played the whole game solo and finished it on the first day. It's not a long game really, but with my kids we played a level or 2 a day, so ended up finishing it in around a week. I actually found it easier to play alone, because I could take all the health items. When I had to share them with my kids, it made it much harder. It's weird to think that having essentially 6 extra lives split over 2 other characters made the game harder than somebody playing it alone. As I said earlier, there were lots of arguments around food, and also who gets to be Axel or who gets to be Adam. You can also accidentally hurt each other, so now and again we would get knocked down by a teammate, which was frustrating, but we still had a great time with the game. There are enough enemies on screen that we can divide and conquer, and as a gamer parent, I just found it awesome to be able to play a game like this, which is a throwback to my gaming childhood, with my kids. When you finish the game, you unlock Battle Mode, which is basically a player versus player mode. We loved this. We spent hours just fighting each other in the various stages, and my kids have been more interested in playing this than playing Fortnite with their friends. They're actually pretty good too. I was beating them every time at first, and now it's become pretty even. Overall, Streets of Rage 4 is not only great for single players, it's a great game for couch co-op. You may end up getting into arguments, but it was so much fun and also felt like a great team building experience. For all the parents out there like me that loved playing Streets of Rage in the 90s, Streets of Rage 4 perfectly translates that experience to modern systems, and I can't recommend it enough. So guys, have you played Streets of Rage 4? And if you have, what did you think about it? Leave a comment below, and as always, thanks for watching.